There are three major areas that can be enforced or modified in family law: custody, child support, and spousal support. Property issues can be enforced, but they can't be modified. Once you have decided on a property division and your divorce is finalized, that can't be changed unless the parties both agree on it. You need to modify your support or custody agreement if your circumstances have changed. Sometimes you get divorced and your child support is set at one level and then incomes change. Either you start to make more money or you start to make less, or your ex-spouse starts to make more money or starts to make less. So the child support number that was originally ordered by the judge isn't fair anymore, and it's not what the law says it should be. So you need to go back to court and ask for a modification. For custody, you might want to modify it when your circumstances have changed as far as where you live, what your work schedule is, or what your child's needs are. Those things can change over time, and they might be different from when your divorce ended. And if you decide a change is needed for the best interest of the child, then you can go into court and ask for a custody change. If custody changes, child support can change. Let's say, for example, you have every other weekend and you realize that your child needs you more in their life, and you go to court and you win. You convince the judge and you get 50-50 time. At that point, your lawyer will immediately ask for a change in child support, and you could go from having to pay $1,000 a month to having to pay $0. If your child support is modified or your custody is modified and you don't agree with the modification, so you just don't go along with it, you put yourself at risk for contempt. Contempt is where the other side says to the court, hey, we have a custody order here. The other person's not following. I want something to be done about it. And the judge actually has the power to put you in jail, put you in handcuffs, charge you a fine, modify parts of the agreement because you're not following it. So just ignoring the order is one of the worst things that you can do. Modification cases are not simple. In order to go to court and convince the judge that they should change a previous order, you have to be very specific as to the legal reasons why the judge should change his or her order. Doing it in the correct way with the correct timing and saying the correct things is something that most people just don't know how to do. That's why you should hire a divorce lawyer to help you with your modification. Modification enforcement issues are a big part of the practice of family law, which I've been doing since 2012. Not all cases come to us from the beginning. We often get cases where the divorce has already happened and the client is asking us, is there any way for us to change this? So as a firm and myself personally, we've been doing this for the entire time that we've been practicing family law. Clients hire us for three main reasons. First is our reputation. We work incredibly hard to build our reputation of professionalism, integrity, and honesty with other attorneys and with judges, so that when we're representing clients, judges listen to what we say and listen to the arguments we're making, so we're able to get better results for our clients. The second reason is because of our experience. Everybody from myself to our attorneys to our paralegals has been practicing family law their entire career, so we're very familiar with the laws at hand and how the court system works. The third reason is because of our compassion and empathy. We understand that every client brings their own unique story. And that's why we do this, because we want to learn that unique story and help that person with exactly what they need help with. Our current and past clients would point to the personal nature of our representation. From the first time that you call our firm, you'll tell that our receptionist truly cares about who you are and what you're going through, and they're going to connect you with the attorney or the paralegal that can best help you at that point. They're going to want to know what is going on with you right now. What is that pain that you're feeling, or what is that problem you're having, or what are you trying to achieve? From that point, we're going to want to understand even more so we can help you exactly at the point that you need it. We know our clients by their names. They're not case numbers, they're not client files, but they're actually people that go through problems. They share pictures of their families with us, and we learn about them and we get to know them throughout the course of a case. Client communication is incredibly important to us. It's actually the number one complaint that people make when they're not happy with their lawyer, so we know we have to focus on that more than almost anything else. We've made it easy for our clients to get in touch with the attorney or the paralegal on their case, and they can reach out either by text message, by a phone call that will get returned within 24 hours, or via email. If a client is not getting the communication that they deserve, that's something that's going to be addressed immediately and resolved without issue. We're a boutique family law firm, which means that we have a small number of attorneys who are very well experienced in handling anything from routine matters to highly complex divorces that may involve complex property division, business evaluation, clinical psychological experts in custody disputes. Our team is built so that we can work efficiently and effectively. We have an attorney who's managing the entire case. We have a paralegal who's handling all the documents, and we have a legal assistant who's helping the paralegal not to miss anything. So we cross all the T's and dot all the I's. As the attorney captains the ship, if you will, everybody on board is working to make sure that we're going towards the same destination, and that's the client's goals. If you're watching this video and you're thinking that you need some legal help, the best thing that you can do is to call a firm and book a consultation. There's nothing that replaces getting a one-on-one conversation with an attorney who knows the law in the area that you're having a problem with. You can either find an attorney by asking your friends or your family that maybe have gone through a similar problem if they know a good attorney, or you can look online. If you're looking online, make sure the attorney that you contact has good reviews on Google, that doesn't have any negative marks on their bar record. Reach out to them, book a consultation so you can get one-on-one help. At a modification or enforcement consultation, we're going to want to learn about what's going on with your situation right now and what is the court order or judgment that needs to be modified or enforced. We can only modify a judgment or a court order if there's been a change in circumstances that would allow the court to do that. So we're going to explore that with you to figure out whether or not you have a good case. If you're trying to enforce a court order or a judgment, we're going to want to learn exactly what has the spouse done to violate that order, how clear is that violation, and then we can tell you how complicated your case is, what the attorney's fees are, and what you should do next, so then you can make a decision that's best for you.